1985, Soichi Aoki, a photographer and a programmer with a passion for street found his note in Europe and went across the street prevalent in the fashion capitals such as Berlin, Paris, and London, which inspired him to launch his first magazine, Street. With this experience, he returned to Japan and ghost tours again, this time in Tokyo, in the Harajuku district. What he saw there was nothing like it was seen in Europe, and it was then his new project, FRUiTS, inspired by the Corso streets, which looked like a fruit shop. But why Harajuku is so important? Tokyo has several neighborhoods, such as Ginza and Aoyama, important to the fashion world, which we talk about another time. Today, we're focusing on Harajuku. There's no clear boundaries define exactly where it begins and ends, but although it's part of the Jungama district in Shibuya. After a while, Harajuku began to redevelop to provide a comfortable life for American soldiers and their families. Those families are starting to import goods and clothes, which influence the Japanese people in the area. Combined with those rents and where purchased were still seats, many young people moved to this area. By the 70s, Harajuku was already gaining a reputation as a hub for cultural galleries amongst young people. And with the presence of many great escorts, whose students would venture out into the surrounding areas to experiment, making a foundation for a cultural future of the neighborhood. According to Aoki, Harajuku began to develop its cultural identity in 1906 when the young people at the time decided to create their own style, rebelling against the designers and magazines that dictate how we should dress. At that time, fashion was dictated by an entity in the European capitals, but in Harajuku they couldn't care this and made fashion more democratic and authentic. People set their own rules, not the fashion industry. And if you are going, go take it another burger because it's better to have a heart attack from that than from one concept, okay? There's a concept called Hokosha Tengoku. それなのに、車が通らない週末で、みんな歩く機会なので、びっくりなのが、人同士がぶつかりそうになるんだよ。そして、これがざまざま人々を一つにしたんだ。若いアーティスト、デザイナー、ミュージシャン、フォトグラフたちは、マンションの文化祭を開っては、自分のスタイルを披露し、アイデアを共有した。晴れくは事件の場となり、外国人たちもみんな生きては文化に触れ、インスピレーションを得るようになった。これで、早くの伝説が形を作り始めたんだ。もし成功したデザイナーになりたければ、早くに引っ越さなきゃならなかった。たとえ、ワンバイワイメトロの窓のないアパートでも、早くされば、それでよかった。Getting back, Aoki set out to document Harajuku Gonna's age using a straightforward approach. Photography young people, not looking for perfect Porsche outfits. The better and more experimental, the better. It was a mix of style, goth, gothidolita, Kora, punk, hip-hop influence, and whatever else the people could think of. At the time, they avoid cosplays because they were trying to imitate, not to be. The fact is that many of the models were asked normal questions such as where above the clothes, what inspiring them, and what they think about fashion. The answers were ranged from complex stories about how they searched through a jungle program for Kosovo before it even existed, to tweets to second-hand shorts or more commercial pants such as It's My Mom's stuff. At this point, Aoki began a story and analyzed several curious things. One of them was fashion cycles change every few months, slowly and gradually. When someone did something different, people allow it one by one until it became enough for many. And the curious thing was that those Europeans who dared to be different understood wearing it are odd, but training themselves and their vision, they turned it into a trend. Curious, right? As well as serving as a platform for local artists, giving them visibility simply for being themselves. The magazine wasn't only a source for information and a historical record of the area, but also a platform for artists, models, and whatever else the local scene had to offer. The magic of FRUiTS is that any job in the area could feel special because not only they have a place where they could be themselves, but they were also treated with respect and admiration. That authenticity was the root. Many brands that to paid advertising in their magazine, but okay, turning them down because FRUiTS, more than just a magazine, was a cultural treasure belonging to people and for people, to ordinary folk, and not just another product when we speak with of today because that's exactly how it was made. At this point, you know what's coming. Everything went downhill from 2010. According to Aoki, when fast fashion was on a rise, culture and gratification in general, which means fewer original styles, as everyone was shopping at the same price for corniness rather than spirit. And with the democratization of the internet and the rise of social media, many people no longer bought magazines. It was easier to follow influencers who dress the way you like and were competent, and many artists could create their own breakfast. So why wait for a magazine that's very authority to get to you? Aoki made the mature decision to shut down FRUiTS in 2017. This collection is heavily inspired by the teenagers of Harajuku and FRUiTS, and with the launch of Heaven that became quite in water. After the photo was taken by Sochi himself. By the way, he photographed John Han and Hiromichi Oichii, who had and him also. For those unfamiliar with a brand branding, we could say it satirizes and make humor out of the itself and reference the earliest days of the internet. From the UI to the design of the garments, it's great that. In collaboration with Gata Magazine, they launched their very first Fruits collection inspired by Fruits. I think in very In 2017, America Brand decided to pay tribute to the magazine on its culture by releasing a collection of shirts featuring its logo and full fact the co-founder Humberto Leon said he has been collecting issues of the magazine since the 90s. Aoki was tasked with capturing the collaboration between the skate brand Palace and the design Vivienne with various local artists and models on the streets of Soho, reviving the sense of roots and paying tribute to Harajuku, the place that has inspired Vivienne so much and to Palace's subcultural roots.